apart in the middle of the intersection over there, doing my good community deed and carrying it off away from everybody else. So I mentioned earlier that I was having some feelings of sick and overwhelmedness, and it's true. I heard that, entrepreneurs, when they're going through this, they'll stay awake at night, because if you're serious, that probably is a feeling that you should have. It's just the fact of the matter that you've sacrificed all of your security and your income and the predictability of life, and you've crumbled it all up, thrown it away, and said, let's just see what happens. It's a little different. I got this real weird feeling of just my stomach was turning. I was second guessing what I was doing, debating whether or not I should go forward. But then I immediately shook it off by turning on one of Drake's songs.
All is for my family, man, I try my hardest.
And I said, forget it, man, I just gotta go. So I kept pushing forward, drank more coffee, and forgot about it. But I have a very good feeling it's gonna come right back. So I'm designing the logo right now for the company. This is always the hardest part for me. Designing a logo is already difficult, but designing a logo for myself and something that I know I have to look at every single day that represents me and my business is even more difficult. I have kind of the colors picked out. And I guess the biggest question is, am I gonna use a logo mark or not? For those of you who don't know what a logo mark is, it's the actual icon that most people remember. Like Apple is the Apple, Microsoft is the 4 little squares that waves away, McDonald's is the M, the actual M, and the 2 arches is the logo mark. But you don't always have to have a mark in your logo. You can't just have the logo type. So, I don't know, the more I look at it, the more I'm fine with just the type. So I'm sitting here working, and the person comes out and asks me if I ordered these. Which, no, I did not, but I will gladly take them. Some kind of cake, I don't even know what it is. Coffee cake? Whatever it is, thank you for hooking it up, Starbucks. Appreciate that. So I just got off the phone with my sister not too long ago. And she brought up an excellent point. I haven't really talked about what the business is and why I'm doing it related to the business itself. I've talked about how I want to support my family and this and that, and that's true, and that's very true. I want to support my family. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to show people what it takes to become an entrepreneur, this and that. But I haven't really talked about what the actual business is. So here it is. In my career so far, I've worked extensively in the education system and the nonprofit sector and with startups. I have worked in corporate America, wasn't really into it. It's just a lot of taking something that works, make it work better, and making other people more money than they already have. And that's cool. What I'm interested in, from my experience, is helping other people help others, or come up with new innovative ideas, or help share their new innovative ideas. My focus of my business is with nonprofits, personal brands, small businesses, and startups. The reason I'm doing this is because, from my experience, that is what makes me the happiest. It makes me happy when I work with people who have come up with a new idea and they say, now how do I get it out there? How do I explain to people or show people that this is what I'm doing and I think it's the next best thing that they should have in their life. Nobody should be without it. Or how do I help the person who says, I have the resources and the connections to get these people help. or clothes, or I know how to get food for these people, or I know how to provide an excellent reading program, or I know how to provide learning resources or a scholarship or something like that. I think that those kinds of opportunities are exciting. You're literally part of the process that changes the world as we know it, or programs, or somebody's life. You're not changing somebody's life who's already good and helping their life get even better. You're helping somebody who's starting from scratch, or helping somebody else who's below, not even able to start from scratch because they don't have the resources to do it, and you're helping these people rise up to this level of people. And I think that's awesome. Being there from the start, you're really investing into other people's future. So anyway, talked to my sister. She made that point. I thought it was an excellent point. And so that should clarify what I'm doing this business for. It's branding. So what I'm helping businesses do is explain that you have to have a personality when you're online. Your business has to have some kind of connection to a real people. Are you a fun organization? Are you a serious organization? Are you an intellectual organization? What are you? Who are you? What are you about? And then explaining, how do you tell the world about that? That's important to me. And that is what my company is setting out to do.